everybody, welcome back. I thought today we'll do something different and do a walk around of this Patrol here behind me. It's a GQ, it's a 1993 job, but I'm going to introduce you to the owner of it and he's going to walk us through what he's done. And let me know what you think about it in the comments, and if you like this type of content as well, let me know what you think, and I'll see if I can find some more rigs to talk about. Righto, so this is Warren. He's the ugly bloke, but his name's Warren. He's English, so I will get him to speak slowly and clearly, and hopefully we'll be able to hear what he's got to say.
I'll speak clearly for you.
We've talked about this already. Well, I've been camping.
I've been told to shut up a few times.
Righto, so let's talk about your car. What do you got?
Oh, it's a GQ, like I say, 1993.
I'll turn that around so we can see the car.
Yeah, 1993. I was very lucky when I bought this. It was a lady owner. She'd had it for 25 years. Kept it garage, immaculate condition, no rust on it whatsoever. So I was very, very lucky to buy this. Cost me £9.5. £9.5 grand.
Really?
Yeah. She did say to me when I bought it, please don't modify it. I said, no, I'm not going to do that because it was an original Rex Hunt special edition. But I couldn't help myself. As soon as I got home, I ripped the side steps off. I cut all the tubes off the ball bar.
All right,
yeah.
well, let's go from, let's put some order to it, I suppose.
Yep.
Let's go from, say, the front through to the back.
Yep.
And we'll do the motor as well.
All right.
So let's talk about the bar. What have you done to the bar?
Well, the bar, that's an original that come with it, so that's the same age as the car. But I couldn't stand all the bars that went up here and
all the hoops and that.
It was like a proper bush bar.
Yeah.
So I just cut it all off, ground it down, painted it, and lucky enough, the paint that I use is almost the same colour as the grille, so it's a real nice combination, eh?
Yeah, it is. It is actually quite good.
It does look good, doesn't it? It's tidy.
Has it got recovery points on the front of the bar as well?
Oh, just the originals, just them. Yeah. That's all it's got at the moment, so I've got to do that. But yeah, just to make it a bit tidy, I did that. But yeah, no, I think it looks quite nice at the moment. I'm going to modify it a bit more, but at the moment I've got other things planned to do.
All right, so what about the headlights?
Headlights?
They're clearly not factory.
No, that's one of the Angel Eyes. I've had put them on. They've been on for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the first mods I did to the car in the way of purchasing stuff. And yeah, that was a brilliant mod straight away because you've got that horrible yellow light when you're driving.
Yeah.
And these are just a white. And
LED, aren't they?
Fantastic, mate.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
LED, and is that like a daylight runner?
Yeah, there's a side light as well.
Yeah.
But when you put the indicator on, that would change from a side light to an indicator.
Oh, right.
So you have an indicator there and there. But yeah, I wired it in such a way because they're meant to be hardwired all the time, so the side lights are on like a Volvo.
Yeah.
But no, I changed it and rewired it, and so they're off and they're only on when I turn the lights on. Okay. You know? Yeah.
What about these indicators here? What's?
Yeah. They totally transformed the car actually, I think, because
especially the front look of it.
Yeah, I think they're excellent. There are dull orange ones on there. They were cracks, you know, because it's like a 30-year-old car now.
Yeah.
Put them on, bought them at cheap. They're only cheap on eBay. Fit perfect straight away. I put some LED amber lights in them.
Yeah. And
they're really nice and bright. But no, they're fantastic. And they have totally transformed the front grille and the bull bar. Yeah, no, I love it. Yeah. Next purchase, I think, was the antennas. Yeah. This was a silly buy. I don't know why I bought this. I'm going to change that to
these
LED whips, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that just goes up. I mean, they're meant to, you know, if you're going over mountains and hills and dunes and stuff, to let people know that you're on the other side and you're coming. So
ones that light up, innit?
Yeah, so it has got a purpose, and I've got an app on my phone for it, but it's a bit wobbly dangly, so I hate that. Yeah, it's horrible.
It's disgusting. I did see that when we were up in Tiwa.
Yeah, no, did you see that?
Yeah, it was absolutely.
Look at that. I mean, look at that.
Some serious questions about you. I mean, you drive a Patrol, but. Questions about you.
I'm always getting sick about the Patrol, mate. Don't listen to him, baby.
So, what's this GME antenna?
GME, that's from the UHF. That's the nice little antenna, that one. That works really well. I'm going to change that to another GME, but that's going to be a phone extender.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be, but they both fold down, which is, I think it looks quite tidy like that.
Yeah. And you took those Uniden.
Yeah, I got the Uniden fold downs, and what are they? They're about $100 each on eBay.
Yeah, that's all cool.
And I just think it's nice and tidy like that. Yeah, I like that.
All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. those snorkels.
Yeah, that's a nice
Goes.
favourite. Everyone goes nuts on them, eh?
Because they do make the car look really, really good.
Yeah.
But why do you have two?
I have two because my first intention this year is a 3 litre petrol, and it's so gutless, mate. I come to hills and I can go down to second gear. It's terrible. So it was either put a V6 Chev in it, which I had in the Hilux once, and that thing could almost do 4-wheel burnouts. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or I've been advised about a 383 stroker, and that's why I put the second snorkel in. So the second snorkel's actually not doing nothing at the moment. That one there is. But yeah, that's either, it's going to be running when the V6 goes or the 383 stroker. I'm still deciding. Everyone's laughing at us. Why are they laughing at us?
It's a Patrol. Look at the kookaburras.
Nice one, mate. Oh, mate, nice one. Yeah, but they have really transformed the car, and I get heaps of attention with them. Yeah, everyone's in.
They're actually quite nice the way that they, they just
Yeah,
and out of here, it's really quite nice the way.
exactly.
Lines of it.
There are some you can buy on eBay, and they just come down and they just go straight and in.
Oh, right.
And they just look, and then you can only buy the left side because this is where the airbox is, the filter is.
Yeah.
But I had these custom made, and I said to him, I want some curves. And he said, mate, I haven't done the bonnet installs before. So he done these, and he absolutely went nuts on them. He did some lovely curves, and yeah, no, I love them. Absolutely love them. It's definitely not the wedding ring in the box. It's a poor, sad little 3 litre.
So this is the
straight
original
six.
motor.
Oh yes, original. I'll tell you what, it's so reliable, unbelievably reliable. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I'll service it well, look after it, but it's just absolutely gutless. Really gutless.
Yeah, I was following up that hill today, and you were.
Yeah, you can see me struggling, can you? I was flooring it in 4th gear trying to get up the hill, and I went right down to 60. Yeah, so, and it wasn't. Man,
Kookaburras.
it's always at the wrong time, isn't it? Ed Gazer, can you tell him to shut up?
Righto, so what else you got?
Right, there you go. There you can see, as the snorkel, that's doing nothing. But I've already started moving these wires. So when the V6 Chev or the 383 goes in there, not sure which yet, yeah, that'll be connected, and I'll get a proper airbox made, and there'll be twin snorkels going in so they can breathe really nicely.
All right, you got diff breathers there?
Oh yeah, got diff breathers. One for the gearbox, one for the transfer, front and rear diff.
Yep.
So they're all hooked up. That's up and running.
Where are they from? Pro 4?
No, that's online. Yeah.
Just online?
That was online, that's eBay.
Yeah, you buy a lot of stuff.
I buy loads of stuff on eBay, mate, and it's all like, yeah, it's all top quality stuff, eh? There's a lot of crap.
Yeah, all right. So what about the radiator? Any issues? Fans?
Nah, I'll tell you what, doesn't.
Cool, no worries.
Doesn't. It's never overheated. It's never missed a beat.
Yeah, okay.
When I bought it, it was running a bit rough, but it turns out the timing was one tooth out.
Yeah.
So they fixed that. There was a bloke at the Gnarly, he's a really good mechanic. Yeah, and ever since then, mate, she's been running like a dream. It's just unfortunate that when I get to hills, she doesn't like it. Yeah. Yeah, apparently I have heard if you change the diff ratios, you can improve that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got other plans for that, which I'll tell you about in a minute. All right, so that's about it under there. There's nothing special under there other than diff breathers, one snorkel that's not breathing, and the other one that is.
Right, so if you've got any questions about this Patrol, put them in the comment as we at the end there, and Warren or some point there will jump on and
absolutely, mate,
answer the questions as well.
Yeah.
You only paid $9.5 for it, so if you give him $9.5, he might sell it to you.
No, God, man. No.
Well, I just wanted that Land Cruiser today, did you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that made me feel a bit sick when I see that.
Right, let's go wheels and tyres, I suppose.
Oh, wheels and tyres. Yeah, as I was telling you earlier, my mate actually got these for me off Marketplace on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because it bugged him that when I bought this, it only had 31s on it, and I did put a 4-inch lift on it, and it looked ridiculous. And my mate turns up one day after work in the van, and he bought these off Facebook off Marketplace for me. Was it $800 before? They had about 90% tread. Yeah. It come with a spare as well. And mate, they've been really good tyres actually.
So these are just what, Dynamica rims?
Mate, yeah, they're just Sunraysers, mate.
Is that Steelies?
Yeah, I think these.
And then you got Hankook Dynapro MTs. What size is your rim? You said before it was like 15 inch, didn't you?
Yeah, that's a 15 inch. I'm not sure if it's a negative. 40 or 60, I can't remember which way around it is now. I think this is a -60 and the 40 brings it out further, from what I know.
Okay.
That is a 33 by 12.5 R15 tyre, and yeah, they've been really good. They've been really good. What's he got? He's got on the front, basically, everything's been changed. All the drag links, all the upper control arms, all the lower control arms. Basically, it's a whole transformation. The whole lot's been changed. And I had to do that because I had a 4-inch lift, so everything had to be changed by law for them to do a modification plate on it.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, but
so you've got Davinci springs up here.
yeah, I put them on myself and the shocks.
So do you remember what the Davinci springs are rated to at all?
No, they did rate it to the weight of the engine because they asked what engine I got. So these are actually weighted to the straight 6.
Yeah.
And when I told him I was putting a V6 in it, because I was thinking about putting a 4 on the front, he said no, he said leave it because they're about the same weight engine.
Okay.
So I can leave them in.
So you got everything else under here so far is superior engineering, isn't it?
Yeah, other than the shocks, which are canister shocks, reservoir shocks, should I say, and springs.
Yeah.
Yeah, steering damper I'm going to change.
So that Davinci shock with that reverse, and which are fully adjustable.
Oh yeah, you can really play with them, mate.
Do you play with them much, do you?
Yeah, like if you're going that hardcore rock crawling, you will soften them right down.
Yeah.
So they can really, yeah, so the oil passes through them nice and fast and it stops them getting too hot. I mean, that's the idea of these, as you cool it down, you've got a good oil flow. And yeah, you can really loosen them up with these. That there's the speed of how it works, and that there is basically how fast the oil goes through the tubes.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's, yeah, it's just, yeah,
That's your form 4 driving, and you like rock crawling, mate.
I love rock crawling, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot of damage to your vehicle, but it's so much fun. Yeah. It is so much fun.
And then under here on this side.
Well, you can talk about this bit here. This bit here, this is basically what the car would originally have, but without this, it's called a drop box. Because originally this gear, the original one, goes up here.
Yeah.
And that's just one that comes down. So the lower one being changed, that takes place of the original. The drop box drops that. So you can have the second part in. So this now makes it, rather than a 3-link, it turns it into a 5-link, which stops your axle from twisting when you're really flexing up. Yeah, these here I'm going to change to sway bar disconnects.
Can we just go back to a 3-link and 5-link?
Yeah.
Because I'm not, like, I'm the average Joe here. I don't understand the difference between a 3-link and a 5-link. And I don't understand, like, I don't understand what the difference really is and what you get out of it.
Right, it basically, it can save and protect your front axle and all your suspension, because this here on its own, your actual axle, when you're really flexing, your diff will flex forward and it'll twist your axle and everything. And everything twists. There's a lot of stress. As in when you put the 2 on there, so you've got one on the top of the diff, one on the bottom. That's what these plates are here. Yeah. That's joined to both. So when you're really flexing, it stays straight. Stays straight. Yeah, it stops it from twisting. Yeah. So it protects all your gear, and you can it makes it so strong. Okay. Yeah. Like basically unbreakable. Yeah. You know. Yeah, but no, that's fantastic. It's worth the money. It is worth the money. And it was quite expensive, just this bit here alone. But yeah,
superior engineering is really, really good gear.
Oh, they're amazing. Yeah, I love them. I actually love the gear.
They fit this to your car for you, did they?
Yeah.
So that's part of the price, isn't it, labour? And
yeah. And I got a mod plate for it. So they did all this. They did everything, and that was all just so I can have a 4-inch lift. Okay. So all this legalised it. I put this in. I didn't have to put that in. Yeah. But I chose that because I wanted it bulletproof. So
you're talking before you're gonna change that to a sway bar disconnects here, these?
Yeah, you basically have a pin you can pull out, and that will disconnect your sway bar, and that can really make your car just loosen up and flex. Like there'll be nothing to stop it flexing. Because I mean, this is to stop your car twisting when you're going around bends on roads or roundabouts.
Well, I do see that with some patrols, the sway bars disconnected, and the whole wheel comes up, and you think, oh my god.
Yeah, you see them. I can spot a car when they're on road, and you can see the car go around a roundabout, and it's leaning so far over, and I think, well, that's illegal. He hasn't got his sway bars connected. Yeah, it's totally illegal. So these should always be connected on road, always. And it's a bit silly if you don't. But yeah, 4-wheel driving, it's almost impossible to twist. And you've always got your contact with wheels on the ground a lot more if these are disconnected. Yeah. Okay. Because of the flex there. You know, yeah. Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. So,
all right. Anything else here on the drive chain you've done? I might just flip this camera in so we can have a look at it. It's like still the gearbox and pretty much
It's all pretty much box standard. It's still got the GQ axles, which I will be changing to GU. I'm going to get them all plated up so they're strong, put chromoly axles in them.
GU axles are stronger than the GQ
It's,
axles, are they?
it's mainly the GQ, because the GQ, I mean, you could basically base it on my CVs are probably about the size in between the golf ball and the tennis ball.
Yeah.
As in the GU ones, they're probably about, mate, they're the size of a tennis ball, but bigger, a lot bigger actually.
Yeah, okay.
So they're so much stronger, and they're actually wider. You can, I think, add something like 2 inches to the width of your car. It's either an inch or 2 inches.
Okay.
So your wheels are further out, so you've got a wider footprint.
Yeah. I'm not a patrol guy. I'm a cruiser guy.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like I said to you, like we've been talking over the last couple of days, I actually really like this car. I generally do. I think it's a really nice car.
I'm glad you're there.
And the paint scheme and everything else for it, is actually really quite good.
It's been looked after. She has looked after it.
It has been looked after, and I do like it. And I do want to go and do a proper forward driving session with you, and see what it's what it's really capable of.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely good.
We are getting attacked by Finn.
This is Finn.
Just get out of it, you dirty bastard. Come here, mate. Come on. And he's taken all our stuff. He's taken my hat, and he's taken some other stuff of Warren's. Now he's shoofed off. So we might take a short break and come back. Give him my stuff back.
I would show you the reservoirs. I think you have got footage, which I did a little while ago, but it's hard to see because they're covered in mud, because I do actually have the reservoirs for the rear shocks attached to the back of the fuel tank, well out of the way of everything. It sort of protects them, but they are covered in mud. So, and this is not the drag link. I can't remember what it's called now, not the drag link. Oh, yeah, but basically, yeah, they put that on as well. They've done all the handbrake, because they've had done a lift. They've actually, because this has got an automatic handbrake thing on it. I can't remember what it's about. It's a safety thing.
That sits on the drive shaft, is it? Or
it's a safety issue. It's all to do with the spring, and yeah, I'm not sure how it works, but they've just lifted that up as well. I don't know what I was going
to. Is that the brake? I call it a brake compensator.
Yeah,
I think it is something like that. It's
not
a brake compensator.
It's something to do with how things twist, and the spring takes a load on it, and it adjusts the brakes and how you're braking.
Yeah, so I thought a brake compensator was like if you have if it's down or up too much, the brake.
That's it.
Like too much brake on the front and then too much brake on the rear.
Exactly.
So you need to have your brake compensator at a certain level. It needs to be level.
Yeah, and it sort of adjusts it.
Where that one there is pretty much it is level.
So obviously it is important, because I have put this on to adjust for the lift of the car, which is at a 4-inch on the rear. Other than that, it's all Davinci springs, Davinci shocks with reservoirs up behind the tank, and that's the only bit of superior on the back here. Yeah, I did change the calipers because the pistons were knackered inside them. I did rebuild them all, but I ended up getting new ones because they were getting jammed when I was braking and I had no brakes. Okay. So I've replaced the brake calipers. It's disc all the way around, isn't it? Yeah, I've actually put cross-drilled and vented disc on it. Yeah. And performance brake pads. Yeah. But when I put the GU on it, they're going to be a lot bigger and the brakes are a lot stronger. They're 4-pot calipers, I think. Oh, right. As in, this is only a single pot. Yeah, so these are not too fantastic. It's a bit old school. But yeah, the GU ones are far more superior. He's got your hat again. Right,
let's talk rear bar and lights, because what is going on here?
Rear bar.
Do you know what's lights in there?
Because originally, I didn't like these lights. Originally, they had a light there, which was your tail light and your brake light. And I think this was the indicator reverse light. And I couldn't stand that because, I don't know, it looked like, it didn't look like it was part of the car. It didn't look original. Yeah. I found these online. This is the second set of bolt. This has got the brake light, indicator, reverse light and tail lights in it. So I've actually removed the wires and made a new wire loom that went right up. And I've made a whole new wire loom that goes to, wire loom. As well, aren't they? Yeah, everything's LED. I've changed every single bulb, even the brake light, interior lights, everything's LED bulbs. So yeah, all that there in there, that's an LED bulb. And the thing about LED lights, you've got to be careful, because if you do put your set of headlights in, you will get a problem where you put your high beam on, like I did, and all the headlights went off, and the only high beam one worked was the right one, so it shut all the lights down. And the funny thing is, as soon as I changed every single LED light in the car, it fixed the problem.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, it's something to do with the wattage and how it handles it, because these are a lot, they do drain a lot less power.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem, when the car can't work out what's going on. Yeah, it's weird. But since I changed all the light bulbs to LED, it's fixed the problem.
All right.
So that's something to do if anyone's out there is having the same problem. Try changing all your lights. And I also changed the LEDs. That was a side repeater. That was a dull orange thing. Exactly the same shape, no different. But it's clear with a, that's got an orange LED in it as well. Amber, should I say.
Okay.
Right.
I know you were saying before that the interior's, you know,
Ah, right.
like something looks like a.
Yeah, sorry about the mess.
It's a bit of a mess, but
It's in great condition.
Brave it.
Actually, I wouldn't mind getting a picture of your seats, Geezer, because I got in your car yesterday and I fell in love with your seats straight away. They are expensive, but they are well worth the money.
Yeah.
As you can see, my seats, they're all worn. They've got no slumber support. They're old. They're an old design. They're from an old car 30 years ago. They've had it. And I think we're going to show a little video of your seats in a minute and show everyone what I want.
I'll stick mine in.
Yeah, and well, yeah, definitely. I've only added that in the mirror. I made this myself. I'm going to get that cover padded properly and screw it down. Same as the roof console that I made. I'm going to get that all proper padded and covered with stitching along the edges, so it all looks really nice and professional. And I'm going to get custom sun visors, because my ones don't fit anymore, because they actually curve around the mirror, and because they hit that. So I'm going to get some new ones made up. Yeah, but basically that's about it. I only put the steering wheel in, which is a lot nicer. You don't need a big wheel in the car when you've got power steering. I find it, I find it, I know, you just turning more, you've got something more to grab. This is easy. I mean, even when you get your wheel stuck in the rock with power steering, you've got to be careful, because with power steering, you don't realise how much pressure you're putting on this power steering, and you can snap your CVs and all that, and you can snap bushes, universal joints, not universal joints.
Yeah, not your uni joints, but CVs.
What's it called? Yeah, bushes, isn't it?
Tools.
No, I forget the bloody name of it. The fucking name of them.
That's all right.
Yeah, I can't remember that bit. Anyway, yeah, I put a small wheel in. Didn't like the big wheel. It's not a non-airbag car, so you can do it legally. I love this little steering wheel. It's just the right size. You don't need anything too big. I've got all Alpine, old school parametric equaliser and head unit. I haven't got the faceplate in yet because I've installed it all. All the RCAs are on the floor mat down there, ready to go for the amps. I've got Alpine three-way splits, which are going to have 6-inch woofer in the door, and then I'm mounting a 3-inch mid-range here, and then the tweeter is going to be here. So that's why all the vinyl's removed at the moment here.
Oh yeah.
See it on that side? See it? It's all gone. So I'm actually in the process of custom making some A pillars with a 3-inch mid and a dome tweeter, all Alpine.
Oh yeah.
And I've got an Alpine amp going in, but I'm getting more yet. Yeah, that's going to be quite a big install. I might be putting an 18 in it. I've got an 18-inch sub at home. It's a German made one. It's got.
We've just talked about half this stuff, and I tell you,
Oh mate,
we keep you're like, oh, I'm going to do this, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, it's teach, isn't it? You know.
I'll tell you what we should tell the viewers is, I really have my heart set on basically cutting about 300 mil, 280 mil. Yeah, he disagrees with this.
100%.
So basically what I'm going to do is cut 300 mil, 280 mil off the back of the car, and it's all going to be welded back on, so it'll look totally original, all repainted, the whole car repainted again with 3 layers of clear, because I want it to look the dog's bollocks. Then the only way you look at it, you'll think, is that, I mean, it's got 4 doors, but it looks like a short wheelbase. But yeah, no, and that is basically when I do rock crawling, you're not going to hit this, because the amount of times you scrape this, and that's why I removed the tow bar, got rid of that.
What was the problem with doing that though? Because we were talking about fuel tank, right? Because you have to move your fuel tank.
Oh yeah, no. See, I've removed the seats.
Yeah. I just want to point out here, folks, is that we are camping, and he doesn't have a drawer set up in this at all at the moment.
No.
And because it's a 1993 car, it spends a bit of time broken down. So he's got some.
This is just in case. I've got all my toolkit in here. I've got everything: spares, oils, even hand cleaner. I've got a lot, mate. Yeah, it looks like a lot. But basically,
going up a hill.
Because mate, yeah, well, that toolbox I've got in there, that's heavier than me. I kid you not, I struggle like hell to get that in the car.
These we drank last time, I'm not surprised.
Oh mate, yeah. So she struggles, especially with all this weight in it. But I'm basically going to put 2 fuel cells here. Then I'm going to do an amp rack behind the seats.
That's if you take out the, if you chop the rear off.
I'm still humming and ahhing about that.
Yeah, my
'Cause-
opinion is don't, because I think it looks pretty good the way it is.
Well, if I do, well, there's one thing I'm definitely doing.
Yeah.
And that is, you've got a 79 series and you've got that sexy bonnet, and I'm putting that on mine. So I'm going to buy a 79 series steel bonnet. I'm going to cut the skin off, then cut the skin off mine and basically weld it right in place.
Yeah.
And they fit like a glove. It looks identical, it looks perfect, but it looks mental. And it'll give that engine an extra bit of cooling, especially when I get a bigger engine in there. Yeah, but it does look insane having it there. Rex Hunt Special Edition, I was going to peel that off, but Super Engineering, they see that and they went, no, leave that on. And I thought, yeah, no, he's right.
I'm the same opinion, just leave that on.
Yeah, because it is rare. It is rare. I've never seen a Rex Hunt Special Edition before. Yubida. I thought about getting a number plate. Yubida.
Oh, Rex Hunt. Yeah. All right, I think we've pretty much
covered it all.
Pretty much everything we're going to cover with this car.
That's all I did
It
so
does look
far.
really, really good. Like I've said in the past, I'm a cruiser bloke. But as you get older, you enjoy some of the other things in life. And this Patrol is a really nice Patrol. I really like the paint colour of it. I'm trying to talk Warren out of chopping the rear out of it. But, you know, he's got a list of things he wants to do to it. And every time we go camping, that's what we talk about. What he's doing to his car and what I'm doing to mine.
Well, whatever I do to it, it'll be really professional and really tidy.
Yeah.
You know, because I am a real fussy sod. All right, another thing, I'm replacing
yeah.
all the genuine rubbish. That's the one I've just replaced. That's genuine Nissan. I've done all the Bailey channels. I've got them ones there. I've also got this window here, the rubber.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to repaint these and I'm going to get new Baileys.
So where are you getting all these window seals from?
Off eBay, and they're all genuine.
Oh, right, really?
Genuine Nissan Patrol, yeah. I mean, it's expensive. Like them ones there. What were they? That was 200. And that's with one to outside, inside, front doors. That's 200.
Yeah.
So they're quite expensive. These here, I was going to put the aluminium opening names,
wings,
but I'll have to wait to see if I cut the back off because they'll have to be adjusted inside. And these here, they're old. See where they're opening up? Look at this. Yeah. See where they've all split on the joins? Yeah. So I'm ordering, I found a set on eBay. I'm going to get them. I can do them myself. They're pretty easy to do. All you got to do is put string in them. Yeah, it's not hard. Yeah, it's quite easy. Yeah. And then I'm replacing all the barn, all these rubbers there. I'm getting everything's getting replaced.
Like I was saying before, you know, you look at the cruiser store because they've got I don't know if it'll fit, but I'll show you mine afterwards. But the seals.
Do they do it for Nissan then?
Well, I do think they do make them for Nissan as well.
Interesting.
They do, but I'll have to have a look. But the seals that they've got a little bulge on here, and it helps keep the road noise and the dust out.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I'll show you mine.
See, that's another thing I want to do now is put sound deadening in the inside of the panels.
That's easy to do.
Yeah.
You know, buy it.
And when you shut the door, you'll hear a clonk and not a clink.
Yeah.
You know?
It makes a hell of a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the firewall. Don't forget to do the roof.
Tell you what though, guys, let's go and take a look at your car because I want to show people your seats, your bonnet scope, and these seals.
Yeah, I'll stick it in.
Yeah.
Righto, that's it. I'm going to turn that camera on so we can see each other. Righto, that's it for this episode. Yeah, I hope you liked it. And if you've got any questions, leave them down in the comments below while I'll jump on at some point there and answer them. That's it. Righto, remember, you know, that stuff down the bottom, like, subscribe, you know, you guys want to do. Righto, see you next time.